Right. I'm getting bloody sick of these farewell shows, I'll tell you that. But what a thrill it has been. It's been 8 years of us working together, 9-ish actually, because we did a few things before that. But it was such a thrill to work with someone that I'd been watching on TV for years and to meet you. And, oh my God, that's Pete Helliar there, and I'm suddenly sharing a desk with him. It was incredible. And I'd been watching you for so long. In fact, I was watching you when you were this guy.
We'll have regrets, mate.
Yeah. I've really enjoyed that moment of revenge. That was fantastic. They say that you should surround yourself with people that are better than you. And because of your presence here, I've had that in spades. It's been such a privilege and such an honour. And to watch you do what you do, to find angles, to find comedy where there isn't any, to just take over shows, to make things happen out of thin air is just one of the... It's miraculous. It's miraculous to watch. And we've done a lot of shows over the years, but I still think about this show a lot. This is the first show we ever did together. And I don't know if you even remember this. You might not remember this whole thing. But I walked out of this show going, oh, that's what it's about. That's what makes this guy so incredible. I'll just take you through it very briefly. It began with just a regulation clip that you decided to throw in, and it just went something like this.
Campbell Newman is a tough-talking premier, there's no doubt about that, but sometimes his tough talk confuses me.
We inherited a real mess. A real bucket of custard.
Surely a bucket of custard is the most awesome thing in the world.
A point well made.
I think so. Stand by.
And a great gag, and would have been perfectly fine to leave it there. But this is Pete Helliar, so he doesn't leave it there. Of course he doesn't. And I remember in the next segment, we had an interview with a kid who was at a theme park in the Gold Coast, and you worded him up in the ad break live to do this. And I remember watching it going, this will never work. This is crazy. Why is he doing this? And it led to this moment.
Mate, you're really having a great time there at Wet and Wild. Is it as fun as a bucket of custard?
Nothing is as fun as a bucket of custard.
Oh, that is amazing. And I realised at that moment, you know a lot more about TV than I do. It was so incredible. But of course, this is Pete Helliar, so it didn't stop there. Whatever was being discussed in the show, whatever the topic was, we knew exactly where it would end up. We can't play all the clips. Here's just a sample of how it went.
He says he hates GPS too, loves the good old map book.
He loves maps the way some people love buckets of custard. I mean, it's quite simple for me. If buckets of custard isn't trending on Twitter soon, I'll be very upset. I've been concentrating on buckets of custard.
Are you trending yet?
It's going very well. Keep it going. It's buckets of custard is trending as opposed to bucket of custard, because if you've got a bucket of custard, you want a second bucket of custard.
We have an update with some breaking news,
Yeah, we might
Carrie.
have seen buckets of custard trending as we went to the break there. A lot of people on Twitter talking about it.
And it's even inspired some artwork, ladies and gentlemen.
Here we go. Welcome back to the project, and I don't know prizes for guessing what we're getting on Twitter.
I love this country. I love this country so much.
Almost as much as a bucket of custard.
Mate, it was chaos. And I walked out of that show going, they say chemistry takes time. It didn't take any time. And just realising what a genius you are. But it's not just that. It's all the stuff that these guys have said. I don't want to repeat it all. I'll only add one thing, and that is, as a performer, you're incredibly generous. And you do your job with so little ego in an industry that is almost all about ego. It's incredible that you are able to do that. So for everything you've done as a performer, as a colleague, for everything that we've experienced sharing that dressing room together, for the fact that you are such a great bloke, this is the bit where we would normally give you a bunch of flowers. But you don't deserve that. You deserve the most awesome thing in the world.
Oh, God.
Please bring out the bucket of custard!
Good to see you, Cousin. Oh, wow.
You've got to have a sip. You've got to have a sip.
It's good.
Is the way you thought it'd be?
It's delicious. But I want more buckets of custard.
You want two? You want second?
I want two.